Now on Nightside, City Council makes a decision on who can investigate the Spokane police chief, who has the power, and what led up to the decision.
Get ready for a big change. We have one more day of unseasonably warm weather before a 20-degree drop in your first alert forecast.
Safety concerns at a busy intersection after a deadly crash. What bicyclists say will make them feel safe. You're watching 4 News Now Nightside. We start with breaking news tonight. The Spokane City Council voted to approve an emergency ordinance giving the Office of the Ombudsman the power to investigate the Chief of Police. Thanks for staying up with us. I'm Aaron Luna.
I'm Kirsten O'Connor. It was a 6-to-1 vote. The push to change the city charter came when community groups called for an investigation into Police Chief Craig Meidel over allegations he played favorites with downtown business owners and put underserved communities at risk. Spokane Mayor Nadine Woodward declined to investigate the chief. This ordinance changes the language in the city charter and removes the mayor as the sole authority to investigate the police chief.
We want to continue to be independent from both the city council as well as the administration. So we don't want to be directed by the city council to conduct an investigation, nor do we want to be prohibited by them from doing so if we felt it was necessary. So that's that, political independence from our office.
The mayor can still call for an investigation into department heads like the police chief. She won't be able to stop an investigation from the Office of the Police Ombudsman now. Well, it has been a very hot start to the week, perfect for going outside, having a stroll with a dog, or maybe cooling off in the pool.
We're not going to need a pool to cool off coming a few days because a major cool down's on the way. Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker has when, Chris?
Well, here are 4 things to know about your weather. It's going to be mostly clear tonight. Another hot day tomorrow with temperatures in the upper 80s and lower 90s. The possibility of some isolated storms in the afternoon and evening. I'll go over the timing later in the broadcast. And then a big cool down coming for Wednesday. Here's a look at our high temperatures across the region today. Well into the 80s and 90s around the region. Just a couple of exceptions where we had some showers, including St. Mary's. It was 82 today in Pullman, 71 at Lookout Pass, but well into the 90s in Omak, Moses Lake. It was 91 in Grand Coulee and 90 today in Lewiston. Temperatures right now are still in the 60s and 70s around the area. It is going to be a very warm night with temperatures only dropping into the 60s. And again, hot tomorrow. Isolated thunderstorms, a possibility in the afternoon. A high temperature of 88 degrees. 72 is our average high. We will actually be going from well above to a little below average in a very short period of time. I'll have your 7-day forecast in just a few minutes. Aaron?
Thank you, Chris. Well, this new video on your screen was taken inside East Valley Middle School just last week. You can see the water running down the walls, through the tarps, and into those trash cans. A viewer reached out to 4 News Now saying she's worried for the health of staff and students.
She tells us the leaking happens every time it rains and says nothing is being done to fix it. Her biggest concern is the possibility of mold and how that could have lasting impacts for students and staff, especially those who have asthma or other breathing problems. She describes how just last week it was awful inside with water pouring from the walls.
Also, black mold carries cancer risks as well. So I'm concerned not only for the teachers, but the students as well. Like, this is a huge, huge problem that could affect so many people.
She tells us she's brought the leaking issue up to the district multiple times and has even reached out to the state. She also says some teachers have brought up the issue to the union, but nothing has been done. We reached out to East Valley Schools and it's aware of the leaking roof. The district issued us this statement on your screen saying that crews have worked miracles to keep aging buildings and systems running, but there comes a time when Band-Aid fixes don't work anymore. It's in the process of prioritizing many needs, including the roof. The Educational Service District is doing some testing on the air quality inside the school, and those test results should be available soon.
New developments tonight in the U of I murders case. The suspect accused of killing 4 University of Idaho students wants more time to decide whether to provide an alibi. Under Idaho law, Brian Kohberger's lawyers have 10 days to decide whether to provide information on an alibi. They now want to extend the deadline, saying they haven't had enough time to fully review the evidence provided by the prosecution, which includes thousands of pages of discovery. Cargo operations at the Port of Seattle are shut down, and they have been shut down since Saturday.
The shutdown threatening supply chains and worrying retailers. Container ships are coming in but sitting idle at the docks. According to a national expert in container shipping, the slowdown at the Port of Seattle is part of a year-long negotiation.
Going back to every negotiation, going back into the mid-1990s, there has always been some level of disruption on the docks.
Right now, both sides are at an impasse. If they don't resolve the issue soon, though, that delivery that you're waiting for could be delayed at the port.
Well, we talked over the weekend about the Seattle Mariners really needing to get something started if they wanted any chance at making the postseason. And with the Miami Marlins in town this week, the outlook was bleak, to say the least. But to just everyone's surprise, it was the Mariners that jumped all over the Marlins with home runs from Ty France, Eugenio Suarez, and Tom Murphy as the M's combined for 8 runs on 10 hits, and they finally get those bats going. On the mound, rookie Bryce Miller was absolutely nails as he gives up just 1 hit through 6 innings, and the Mariners win this one 8-1. George Kirby will take the mound for Game 2 on Tuesday. And you saw it right here on KXY a few hours ago as the Denver Nuggets claimed their first NBA championship after they were able to overcome the Miami Heat in Game 5 of the finals and win 94-89. Now, despite that low-scoring affair, star Nikola Jokic was still able to grab a game-high 28 points. It was named Finals MVP. And after a season where many in the national audience didn't really pay attention to Denver, there is no doubt they are the best team with the best player in the world.
We are not winning for ourselves. We are winning for the guy next to us, and that's why this is even more. Because I was winning for Jamal was winning for Eugene. That's how it goes, you know. And this is a great group of people, a great group of teammates.
Now, let me hit you with a strange stat here. The last 2 NCAA tournaments had the Gonzaga men playing in the arena of the future NBA champion. 2022 at Chase Center, San Francisco, where the Warriors won. And then this year with Denver, Ball Arena with the Nuggets. Now in 2024, the West Regional Final is Los Angeles. So that can only mean one thing. The Clippers are winning the title, guys. How about that?
You heard it here first.
I don't know if I'm going to put money on that just quite yet.
I like it. Thanks, Alex. Well, former President Donald Trump is 1 day away from being arrested and arraigned at the federal courthouse.
The documents he's charged with keeping at his Mar-a-Lago resort and a deadly crash sparking safety concerns at a Spokane intersection. What bicyclists say they want to keep them safe.
And a judge decides the fate of the Utah mother accused of killing her husband. That's next on Nightside.
Tonight, we're going straight to Mach 18. Does your stunt double think you're his stunt double?
I don't have a stunt double. I don't have a stunt double.
Track live radar on the 4 News Now weather app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Coeur d'Alene Casino Resort Hotel.
Your Broadway wishes granted at Disney's Aladdin. Audiences and critics agree Aladdin is fabulous and extravagant. With unforgettable music and sensational dance numbers, it's exactly what you wish for. Get your tickets today and see for yourself the breathtaking spectacle that only Disney can deliver.
June 27th through July 2nd at First Interstate Center for the Arts. Visit BroadwaySpokane.com.
Pop the champagne, humanity. We've done it.
Celebrate your night with big winners, shocking thrills, and living legends.
You know, I've always thought of you as Dave Jr.
Every hair on my body is standing up right now.
Jimmy Kimmel Live, weeknights on ABC.
Take a day off. Skip Mondays and be water-wise this summer.
Their price, $30,000. Your price, $20. Can you tell the difference? Even expert jewelers have a difficult time distinguishing the diamond Z4 CZ from mine diamonds because of their similarity. This exquisite ring features a flawless simulated diamond center stone of 2 3/4 carats surrounded by over 1 1/4 carats of round and tapered flawless baguettes. One jewelry industry professional marveled at their beauty and brilliance.
It's exceedingly rare to see such flawless stones.
He's right. Comparable solitaires made of diamonds can cost up to $30,000. Your price through this special invitation will be only $20. And for a limited time, you can also receive this beautiful band with 1.92 carats of diamond Z4s. Get both CZ rings totaling over an astounding 6 carats for $20. So call or click now.
Call 1-800-401-3098 to get your Diamond Z4. Call now or go to diamondz4.com. So call 1-800-401-3098. That's 1-800-401-3098. Call now.
You know, I love me some good GMA in the morning. Robin, George, Michael, and GMA. Now that's how you start your day.
Good morning, America.
Yep, bring your friends.
4 News Now is brought to you by Sandpoint Furniture Carpet One.
Thanks for staying up with us. Former President Trump is in South Florida tonight, set to answer federal charges in Miami tomorrow.
The indictment alleges some of the classified documents were on the U.S. nuclear program and U.S. vulnerabilities to attack. New on Nightside, ABC's Rachel Scott reports.
Former President Donald Trump arriving in Miami one day before he will turn himself in at the federal courthouse to be arrested and arraigned on a sweeping 37-count indictment. Trump has called on his supporters to protest. In Miami, security preps underway. The city's Republican mayor with this message.
We wanted to ensure to the public that we are ready.
Trump is accused of hoarding classified documents at his Mar-a-Lago resort, containing the nation's most sensitive secrets. Information regarding defense and weapon capabilities of both the United States and foreign countries, United States nuclear programs, potential vulnerabilities of the United States and its allies to military attack, and plans for possible retaliation in response to a foreign attack. Federal prosecutors say Trump knew he was not authorized to keep the documents, but did it anyway, scheming to obstruct the investigation. They say they have him on tape, showing off a Pentagon document outlining a potential plan of attack on Iran, and admitting as president, I could have declassified it, but now I can't.
We did absolutely nothing wrong.
Back on the campaign trail, Trump accusing President Biden of weaponizing the Justice Department.
This vicious persecution is a travesty of justice.
The 49-page indictment charges the former president carelessly stored classified documents throughout his club in stacks of boxes in a ballroom, spilling on the floor in a storage room, even in a bathroom. The indictment accusing Trump of suggesting his attorney falsely represent to the FBI and the grand jury that Trump did not have documents called for by the grand jury subpoena, and that his attorney hide or destroy the documents. At one point, prosecutors say Trump asked his attorney, "Wouldn't it be better if we just told them we don't have anything here?" Trump's once loyal Attorney General Bill Barr calling the conduct described egregious obstruction.
If even half of it is true, then he's toast. I mean, it's a very detailed indictment, and it's very, very damning. And this idea of presenting Trump as a victim here, a victim of a witch hunt, is ridiculous.
And today, one of his rivals for the Republican nomination, his former ambassador to the UN, Nikki Haley, with this pronouncement.
If this indictment is true, if what it says is actually the case, President Trump was incredibly reckless with our national security. More than that, I'm a military spouse. My husband's about to deploy this weekend. This puts all of our military men and women in danger.
Well, the Utah mother of 3 young children who wrote a book with her children about grief after her husband died is now accused of murdering him.
She made her first appearance in court today. Prosecutors say Corey Richens murdered her husband Eric by lacing his cocktail with fentanyl. Prosecutors say a digital trail shows after Eric's death, his widow was Googling luxury prisons for the rich, whether police can see deleted messages, and if someone is poisoned, what goes down on the death certificate. Corey had allegedly taken out $2 million in life insurance policies on her husband and used hundreds of thousands from his bank accounts and credit cards without him initially knowing about it. Her defense argues money is not a motive and no evidence of fentanyl was found in the home. The judge ordered Richens held without bail, calling her a substantial risk to herself and the community.
Well, today marks 7 years since a gunman walked into an Orlando nightclub and opened fire. 49 people were killed on what was Latin Night at Pulse Nightclub, a popular LGBTQ club in Orlando. The mayor there honored the lives lost on social media, vowing to continue support for the survivors and victims' families.
Tens of millions of borrowers with federal student loans will have to restart payments in October. Interest will resume September 1st. That's according to the Department of Education. That's roughly when the Biden administration says its pandemic pause is set to end unless the Supreme Court rules on a separate loan case. The debt ceiling bill bars President Joe Biden from another extension. The DOE says it will reach out to borrowers with more information, and they can check the federal student aid website.
Well, we have a consumer alert tonight for anyone who shops at Costco. Check your freezers. Frozen fruit is being recalled because of a potential hepatitis A contamination. Now, Wawona Frozen Foods is recalling this organic Daybreak blend, but it's from a year ago. So it was sold at Costco in Washington from April 15th, 2022 to June 26th of 2022. But since it's in your freezer, might want to check. The company says no illnesses have been reported. The voluntary recall is being done out of an abundance of caution. Anyone with the recalled product is urged to throw it out or return it to the store for a refund.
After some thunderstorms today, we're having mostly clear skies tonight. It is a warm night, 62 for an overnight low, 88 for a high tomorrow with the possibility of some isolated thunderstorms, mainly over the northeast mountains, North Idaho, down into the central Panhandle Mountains. Wind gusts will be picking up in the afternoon up to 25 miles per hour. Our chance of precipitation is pretty low. It picks up around 11 a.m. at 20% and then dives to zero by 5 p.m. Here's a look at our satellite and radar right now, and all signs of the thunderstorms of earlier today have disappeared. Our forecast radar starting off at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning shows things very, very dry and sunny for the first part of the day, and then those thunderstorms will start picking up in the afternoon. Here's 2 o'clock. Our winds will start picking up as well as a cold front approaches. That's going to bring a rather dramatic drop in our temperatures for Wednesday. Our high today was 87 degrees. 72 is our average high. I'll be back with your 7-day forecast, plus a chilly 8 to 14-day outlook in just a few minutes. Kirsten?
Thank you, Chris. Palouse Highway has been one of the hot spots for many cyclists in Spokane County, especially during the summer, and neighbors say it's a busy area with heavy traffic. Now, safety concerns there are growing.
On Sunday, a woman was hit and killed by a car. That deadly crash happened at South Baltimore Road and South Palouse Highway. That's in Spokane County. Peter Choi spoke to people who live in the area about their safety concerns.
Guys, take a look at this behind me. So this intersection between Palouse Highway and Baltimore Road is where a fatal crash happened and killed a woman who was trying to cross this road. I spoke to bicyclists and neighbors in the area who tell me they feel unsafe being on this road because of people who drive too fast and too often.
It's busy and it's fast, so you really have to be very, very cautious crossing the Palouse.
Cycling for more than 10 years near Palouse Highway, bicyclist John Batista, who lives on Baltimore Road, sees fast and distracted drivers too often.
Guys like that.
For his safety, he says he wears bright colors while cycling and always double checks the road when crossing.
Run with a mirror. I run with 2 lights, headlight, tail light, bright clothing, give myself every possible benefit.
Cars just really don't look like they're yielding. You know, you have to wait. Like, I totally bike defensively because I am really nervous because I don't feel like they are looking.
Bicyclists want to see more police patrol, speed limit signs, and the speed limit reduced to 40 miles per hour. The Spokane County engineer says the county is aware of this incident and hasn't received the accident report yet. The county says once it has more details of the crash, the county will assess if there are any improvements to the transportation system to reduce the future accidents in the area.
on the lookout. Be on the lookout for people exercising out here. This is such a gorgeous place that we all want to enjoy, and I think we should look to make it more friendly for pedestrians and bikers alike that want to enjoy it too.
In Spokane County, Peter Choi, 4 News Now.
Construction starts today on a project that's been years in the making.
U.S. Highway 2 will be getting new J-turns at the Colbert Road intersection. J-turns change the path for cars trying to cross the highway, so this pattern means they won't have to cross both directions of traffic at once. This is the design for US 2 and Colbert Road. The Washington Department of Transportation says as Spokane County grows, the Colbert Road US Highway 2 intersection isn't able to handle all the traffic. And in recent years, there's been a history of serious collisions, and new J-turns will hopefully make getting on and off the highway a lot easier.
When crossing an open intersection like this, you've got potentially a car in the median, oncoming traffic from one direction, somebody in the turn lane coming a different direction, plus more traffic. So the driver coming into an intersection like this is making multiple decisions at one time.
Drivers can expect some lane closures this week for all lanes on Highway 2. Work on the J-turns is expected to finish by mid-July, and then crews will work on the median intersection, and that will finish by August. For more information on this project, see this story on KXLY.com. We'll be right back.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
This is how legends are.
2024 Chevy Silverado HD with Duramax diesel. And the Chevy Silverado with powerful TurboMax engine. No matter what route you take, there's a Chevy truck to get you there. Find new roads. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 LT TurboMax pickups, or get $4,250 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
What if you could be a part of something bigger than yourself? As the leading fraternal organization in the world, we unite men of good character who share a belief in the brotherhood of mankind. More than a man, a Mason. Visit freemason-wa.org.
Big Tobacco thinks they know everything. They think they know you, your community, the places you go, and the way that you spend your time. They think they got you all figured out. Down to a formula, a calculation based off of numbers of what they think they know. Show them they're wrong. Learn more at theythinktheyknowyou.org.
4 News Now anchor team, not just in the newsroom, but in the community. We're doing the work, listening to you, asking questions, and getting the answers you need to help keep your family safe. It's what we mean when we say, expect more on 4 News Now. Wildfires can strike at any time. 4 News Now Fire Watch coverage keeps you safe.
Where a brush fire has shut down Highway 195.
4 News Now, alerting you, delivering crucial information when and where you need it to protect your family.
Multiple fires burning right now in both Washington and Idaho.
Tell us about the state of the fire right now.
When every second counts, count on 4 News Now. On TV and on the go with the 4 News Now app. That's what we mean when we say, expect more. 4 News Now is brought to you by Mechanics Pride.
We have some breaking news to tell you about right now. Spokane police are investigating after a crash. We know that a car hit someone walking on North Division right near the Maverick gas station and the Wake Up Call coffee shop. Police say a driver was heading southbound on Division when they hit someone who, again, was walking in that area. Police say that that person was taken to the hospital and has possible life-threatening injuries, and southbound lanes are blocked in that area right now. Police are on the scene, and they will be there for several hours. Of course, we'll keep you updated here on 4 News Now and on our website at KXLY.com.
Well, here's a look at our 7-day forecast and that big drop in temperatures from Tuesday to Wednesday. We also have a slight chance of showers each day, but most likely those showers and possible thunderstorms will be over the mountains. We start to warm up a little bit as we get into Thursday and Friday. Again, a slight chance of showers. No big systems on the way in terms of precipitation. A strong cold front, however, dropping those temperatures. And then we start cooling down again as we get into next week. 66 on Monday with a 40% chance of rain, and that trend looks like it is going to continue. Our 8 to 14 day outlook from the Climate Prediction Center, June 20th through the 26th, showing a fairly strong signal of below average temperatures for the entire western United States and above average precipitation. I think we're still just in that scene throughout the western United States where we're seeing afternoon and evening showers and thunderstorms develop in a very unstable air mass, and that is going to continue. Makes for a beautiful sky. This gorgeous photo is from our good friend Carol Sales Ridbaum at Priest Lake. There's her kayak, gorgeous, and some clouds after a storm, just creating some incredible light there. She is very careful not to be on the kayak during a thunderstorm. I do know that, but this was afterward that she snapped this picture. I do know that when she sees the lightning there on the lake, they'll shoot me a text from Priest Lake. So I've got my own weather spotters right there in Boundary County. Aaron?
How much do you pay her?
Oh, in hugs. I pay her in hugs.
That's a good trade-off. Thanks, Chris. Seattle Mariners needed some hugs. They were looking to open up their week with a win back at home. Coming up in sports, Alex Crescenti has the highlights from their matchup against the Marlins.
Sign up for breaking news alerts with the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Fairway Floor.
Here we have one of the most sensational murders, but very few people have actually heard about this case. It's the purest form of evil you're gonna get. They had a pact.
If either spouse were to cheat, the cheating spouse would have to kill their lover or be killed.
Now, Friday night, go inside a haunting murder mystery as it unravels.
That's the stuff of horror movies. Yeah.
The all-new 2020 true crime event, Friday at 9/8 Central on ABC.
This is how legends are.
2024 Chevy Silverado HD with Duramax diesel. And the Chevy Silverado with powerful TurboMax engine. No matter what route you take, there's a Chevy truck to get you there. Find new roads. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 LT TurboMax pickups, or get $4,250 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
When you carefully strap down your toys, or play it safe on moving day, or listen to that inner voice that says, this really needs a cover, you're doing your part to help everyone on Washington's roads get home safely. So, keep the supplies you need handy, secure your cargo properly, and ask others to do the same. Secure your load for safer roads. Learn the ropes at secureloadswa.org.
I'm looking for a nice spot to spend the summer.
Spend it with the summer of me. The summer of bonus episodes of MASH. The summer of all new episodes of Collector's Call. The summer of drama.
You here for the summer?
Sci-fi.
Shall I compare thee to a summer's day?
Westerns. And the summer of comedy.
You can catch the summer reruns.
Watch The Summer of Me over the air on MeTV 4.2.
Before the season started, the Denver Nuggets had never been the 1 seed in the playoffs, and they were still searching for their first finals appearance ever, but they shattered both of those within the last couple months, and tonight they ended another drought, an NBA championship. Well, let's head inside Ball Arena as Denver looking to close it out against Miami in Game 5. In the second quarter, Heat with the lead, and Duncan Robinson receives the pass in the paint, finishes with the layup, and they go up 10. Is Game 6 headed our way? Well, let's fast forward to the fourth. Heat's still up, but there's the best player in the world, Nikola Jokic, giving Denver their first lead since the first quarter. Next, Nuggets offensive possession, Jamal Murray hits the open 3 to extend the lead, and what a moment for him after missing missing the last two playoffs, and they really can start to feel it now in the Mile High City. With under 2 to play, Miami back with the lead off a Murray miss. It's going to be Bruce Bound there for the putback layup and ends up being the difference maker. And the Denver Nuggets win their first championship in their 47-year history. Jokic named the Finals MVP to go along with those 2 league MVPs. Surely has to be considered a top 25 player all time now.
Nikola Jokic is a great person. He's a great husband, father, and son, and brother. And on the basketball court, he has proven time and time again that he's the best player in the NBA. He's our MVP. We love him, and we're thankful that he's wearing a Nuggets uniform.
Now to a team that probably won't be winning a title anytime soon, the Seattle Mariners, as they opened up a 3-game series with the Marlins this evening. In the second inning, Mariners already with a 3-0 lead, and Ty France is going to add to that with a deep shot to left, and that is a no-doubter, his 6th home run on the season, and Seattle with a 6-0 lead just like that. On the mound, rookie Bryce Miller was absolutely dealing in the 6th. He gets Brian De La Cruz looking to end the inning. Miller goes 6 strong innings, giving up just 1 hit on the afternoon. In the 8th, game well in hand, but Tom Murphy is going to get the insurance run there, dead shot to center. And the Mariners really starting to express some demons this evening as they roll all over the Marlins to get the series opener.
Really good bounce-back outing from Bryce Miller. It starts with the guy on the mound, and he struggled a little bit last couple times out. And even tonight, early in the game, the command wasn't that great, but he found a way to get through it, and thought he threw the ball really well.
The Mariners will now go for the series win tomorrow night with George Kirby taking the mound for the M's. And now that basketball is over, we're left with just baseball for the next couple months, and no one wants that, let's be honest here. So it's time to start looking forward to the football season. With the Seattle Seahawks opening up training camp next month, there will be just one player that was on the Super Bowl winning team back in 2014. That's linebacker Bobby Wagner as he makes his return after playing with the Rams last season. Now, the 11-year pro is considered to be one of, if not the best linebacker since he entered the league, and he's got the resume to back it up, making all 9 All-Pro teams. It was named to the NFL's 2010 All-Decade team, and his return may come at the perfect time for this squad. With a lot of young pieces on the defense, the veteran presence is going to be really needed if they want to make another run to the Super Bowl, and Seattle fans can really get used to him being back for the long run this time.
Seattle was always home, so regardless of the situation, it was always Seattle and California. I was always going to be in Seattle, California, and whenever I'm done, it's going to be Seattle and California.
And when it came time he had to go do something else, it gave him a chance to see the rest of the world a little bit. And so, I mean, he'll tell you, you'll see the gratitude that he has coming back and how grateful he is for being here, being part of it.
Later tonight on Nightline, the high cost of a college education. Some students priced out or facing crippling debt. How to fix the system. Plus, Jennifer Lawrence, the Oscar winner, dives into a comedic role in her return to the big screen.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app. At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
If your checking account isn't earning you money, it's time to switch to bonus checking from Numerica. The account that earns an incredible 2% annual percentage yield. That could earn you up to $500 every year or more.
At St. Joseph's Indian School, we know that a Native American child's future depends on a strong foundation.
At St. Joseph's Indian School, they care for the kids.
Our students come from many places, seeking a good education, a safe place to learn, and Native American values that enrich their lives.
It's on us to teach our younger generations, our children.
At St. Joseph's Indian School, children get their best chance to succeed in life.
I like being here because I live and learn at St. Joseph's. When I'm here, I feel like I'm home.
Our children are our greatest endeavor. By investing in their education, we honor their past and secure their future. To learn more, go to stjo.org today.
4 News Now anchor team, not just in the newsroom, but in the community. We're doing the work, listening to you, asking questions, and getting the answers you need to help keep your family safe. We're the friendly faces you see first thing in the morning and at the end of your day. We're the people you trust on your screens and in real life. And we'll always be there when you need us. It's what we mean when we say, expect more on 4 News Now. See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
One more hot day, 88 tomorrow, slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. And we're in the comfies from then on out. Upper 60s, 70s.
The comfies, I like that. Put that in big, bold letters.
I'm pretty comfortable in those. I think most people enjoy the 70s. Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't had it that often, so it's a nice.
We did the pool over the weekend, very briefly, with 2 toddlers. And now that pool's hot. It's